All right, so here it is. It's a simple video. We have one of these G2 HP 800 G2 computers. They are super cheap now. You can get them refurbished on Amazon. I will provide links to that in description. And I just want to show you, this is Intel R i5 6500, and we're going to put in i7 6700 in there. You can also find those used either on Amazon or eBay. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description and the first comment if you want to check it out. All right, let's go ahead and install the i7 inside of it. Okay, so case is open. First thing you got to do is just move this flap like that. You got to remove this cable and you just got to press that little squeeze action here to remove the cable. So squeeze it and pull it like that, you see? Just make sure you squeeze on this. You see how it moves? Okay. And then detach it from this plastic cover that goes on top of the fan. This is so simple, very simple. And then remove this fan cover and you just got to push these tabs. Just push it towards you so it releases like that. Same thing on the other side. Just kind of push it in and it just flops open like that. Put it aside. And then we got a couple of these screws. You can use a flathead screwdriver to remove these. These are attached actually behind the motherboard onto the metal plate that's underneath the motherboard. So it's a little different from regular heat sinks. Now make sure you disconnect the fan. All you got to do is just pull this off to disconnect the fan. So, make sure you grab by the plastic and don't pull on the wire, which is what I kind of attempted initially, which was a bad idea. But anyways, hold on to the plastic here and then pull on it. And now I'm gonna get a screwdriver. All right, and here's my flathead. I'm trying to focus on it, sorry. Come on, anyways, it's a flathead. You can see it's just a regular screwdriver. I'm just gonna put it in like that and just start to unscrew counterclockwise. That means to the left. Come on, there it is. It's easier with the Torx. See, it's Torx inside. And I have it, but I'm using a flathead here just so you guys can see that you can do it with a flathead as well. Because flathead is the most common one, as in screwdriver. So do one a little bit at a time on each side, so it releases evenly. And same thing to tighten it. So anyways, you get the idea, but make sure you do it a little bit by little from each side. All right, and once I take this off, I'll continue. Okay, I've got it unscrewed, so I'm just going to pull it up, just straight up. Okay, on the side. Let's see underneath that, what that is a thermal paste. We're going to have to clean that as well. So you can use some acetone. You can use some paper towel and a little bit of acetone, or you can just use paper towel to wipe it off as best as you can. But if you have some acetone, or I'm sorry, not acetone, but isopropyl alcohol to clean this, you don't want to use isopropyl alcohol on the CPU itself when you're cleaning it. But anyways, I'm going to wipe this off, make sure it's clean. And now we can remove the CPU. You see it's right there. And the way you do it, you just press down on this lever. Press it down because it's on a spring. So press it down and push it to the side there. Like that. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult. I'm trying to film I'm trying to do it with my left hand, and it's not my dominant hand. I'll try to do it with my right hand. So easiest way to do it is press down here like this. You see how it goes down? And just push it this way. Like this, and slowly release it up. And now we can flip this up. Okay, and now it's free. So I'm just gonna grab it. So gently grab it by the edges, this way. Just gently grab it by the edges and pull it out. As gentle as you can. Make sure you don't drop it. You can see those tiny, tiny pins in there. You don't wanna bend any of those. Very important. If you bend any of those, then it's not gonna have a good connection. And we're gonna put the new one in just in the reverse way. I'll show you. Okay, so here's an example. You don't even need any isopropyl alcohol or anything. This is just toilet paper, right? And here is the thermal paste on the CPU. safe bet is just go in here and just wipe it. Just wipe it. Eventually it will come off. Sorry, I'm trying to focus it here for you. You see how it's just coming off? Yeah, you don't need anything else. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, but just toilet paper will wipe it off. You see? It's just wiping off. Okay? Okay, so here is our i7 6700. We're going to put it into the back end of the socket. It's really easy to do this. You just have to gently drop it in. Make sure there's nothing, dirty on these connectors because they're going to go on top of those pins. If you see the notches, let me see if I can point to this. See, there's a notch right there at the edge where my nail is, and on same thing on the other side here. So that has to line up, otherwise it's not going to fall into the socket properly. All right, sorry about the focus action. I'm filming this literally with my cell phone. So, all right, I'm trying to get the focus in. There we go. So I'm just going to drop it in, and I will zoom in, zoom in, so you can see the notch fitting just right. You see how it just falls in? That's all you need. It's already in. There's the notch 1. There's the notch 2. So that's all you have to do. And you also do have an arrow. You see the arrow there? There's a giant arrow there, and it shows you how it goes in. So you can't mess that up. It's really easy. There's a giant arrow on the motherboard, and there's a arrow right there on the CPU, right there at the edge. You see it? That's it. Now we're going to put some thermal paste on top of this, and then we're going to put our heatsink on top of it back on, All right. So this is the thermal paste I'm using. It's pretty affordable. I also bought it on Amazon. I'm going to put a link in the description to there. It comes with a little spatula that helps you spread it around. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to put that on the side, and I'm going to try to work this in while holding my cell phone. See, that's just see how much I got on there? Just a little bit. You don't need much. You just have to make sure it's spread evenly on top of the CPU. Okay. So I'm just going to spread it evenly. Some people just put a dollop in the center. I don't do that. I like to spread it out like this. I may need a little bit more. It's really awkward because I'm actually watching this through the screen of the phone, because I'm trying to film it for you guys as well. All right, so that's my best work here. And it's going to squeeze out and flatten out once I put this thing on top. And as you can see, I've just wiped it off, cleaned it with some toilet paper, and I'm just going to put it on like so. Well, first of all, what I actually should have done is put this back on first. That's okay, no big deal. Is now get a hold of this lever and just put it back in reverse like this. So it's going to have tension, but that's normal. And then just hook it up on there. There it is. It's hooked on there like that. You see? It has to have some force because it's got to put connection. You got to presses the CPU on top of those pins, but it does it evenly. But you got to have a good connection so it pushes it down. In case you're wondering, this is LG 1151 socket. So if you're going to ask me if you can put other CPUs in there, make sure it's of the same series. This is a 6000 series. Maybe other socket 1151s will work. I don't know, but it's going to depend on the BIOS. Now, do I know the answer if it's going to work with different series like 7000 or 8000? I don't know, to be honest, but I can tell you it works with this one, which is a 6000 series. So it's a 6700 i7. Because I know people are going to ask me that. People always ask me that. All right, so I'm going to put this back in reverse. Okay, so make sure you line up the holes. This is kind of self-explanatory. Okay, did I film that? Okay, well, anyways, line up the holes. You see where they go. It's very easy. And then, one by one, screw them back in slowly. So a little bit here, a little bit cross side, okay? So a couple of turns here, and then a couple of turns over here. You see? And then a couple of turns over here. Sorry, I'm trying to get a focus for you. See? And then go back to this one, right? And then, oh, this one here, the first one. Couple of turns here, and then go across. So the point of it is to distribute that evenly, the pressure on top. And then all the way until you're done. Don't push it down all the way. Don't like force nothing. This only just has to be like very gentle all the way until it stops type of pressure. So don't be like gorilla it, okay? Don't use your gorilla strength. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up and show you how to put the plate back on, and then we're gonna see if it worked. All right, I got it all tight. Don't forget to plug the fan back in. See, that only goes one way. You see the little slottage there action that goes towards that way, right? You see that? Can I film that? Anyways, it's down there, right? You can see it. Let me try to get a good angle here. There it is. So just make sure you push it on there. Gosh, it's very difficult to keep it focusing and to actually do it. Because if I try to look at it without looking at the phone while I'm filming, then it doesn't work well. I can't see what I'm doing. So anyways, align it and just push it down. All right, that's that. Here's the cover we took off. Make sure it clips in, you know. Well, I know you know. I don't know why I say you know, but make sure it clips in. It can only go in one way. Come on. Make sure you align it properly. There it is. You see how it snaps in? If it's not snapping in, that means it's not positioned right. Don't force nothing. And we're going to do this section. Okay. And then we're going to plug this over there. Like that. Can you see it? Can you see it? I hope you can see it. Come on. Come on. There it is. I think I got it. Okay, so I got it aligned. All right. There it is. Just push it down. There it is. You see? You hear? You hear? You hear? And that's how you install it. You're all done. You see, it's really easy, really simple. Let's turn it on and see if it shows up in our system. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep this going. We can do this right now. And I hope you actually disconnected the power first, right? I should have said that in the beginning. There it is. Comes on. And we're going to hit escape here. It's running. I'm just pressing the escape button here so we can get into the system information. Sorry about the mess. This is literally my workstation here where I play around with hardware. It's a little dusty. I know I need to clean it too. There it is. So escape. You keep hitting escape to get into the system information. So far so good, right? So you can press F1 or you can see where it says system information. So I'm going to hit enter and there it is. You see? i7 6700. 3.4 gigahertz. It went up from 3.2, but it's also, I don't know, is it 4 more cores? 4 like virtual cores or something like that? It's a way better computer. So there you have it. Links in the description and the first comment for all this stuff. So Amazon links to get a used i7 6700. And you know, if it's more than like a couple of $100, don't buy it because it's way too much. Okay, it's not a brand new i7 or anything like that. So if it's more than a couple of $100, don't buy it, guys. Shop around. But anyways, I'm just gonna send you a link down there just so you can see it, right? To see to know what you're getting at. You don't have to necessarily buy it from the link I buy, because the prices vary. But I think a fair price is $150 for this type of CPU because it's old, right? It's from 2019. Well, this is a version of the BIOS, but I think that sounds about right. Maybe they're 5 years old type of content. I keep thinking content because I create videos. Anyways, it's a good i7. It's good for gaming. And if you want to install a low profile video card in here, you can. Make sure it's a low profile, not the mini. Mini is just short, but it's still tall, okay? It has to be a low profile card so it fits in here flush. So it's not too tall. Okay? And for those, let me know if you're interested in those. I'll put a link or something. Maybe I'll put a link in the description. And check the description out. Check the description out for whatever. Okay? All right. Hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye-bye.